I'm very blessed to not only have the community I do, but have the platform I do, and I try to use my platform to spread nothing but positivity and try to inflict good morals on you guys. At the end of the day, I'm not a perfect person. I am just a person like everybody else, but it absolutely overwhelms me every single time I hit the starting stream button to see the amount of people that immediately join and how truly caring you guys are and how much you genuinely care about me. And I feel like that will never honestly sink in. A lot of streamers have something called imposter syndrome where they're like, why me? I don't understand. Why me? Why do they love me? Why do they care about me? And definitely after being on this platform for so long, I definitely have that. But I am so very lucky to have each and every one of you. And thank you for turning a very kind of meh day, like bad day for me, into a very special day that I will never ever forget. And it's okay, no. It's reasons like this that I stream on bad days. Because some of you have bad days. And my job is to be here for you guys. Yeah, I play Minecraft. Yeah, I do silly things and entertain you. And yeah, I'll do lore and build stuff in a game. But it's way, way more than that to me. I use this as an outlet, as a distraction to, you know, look over, you know, situations in my life and better myself. So if I could do that for at least a single one of you and distract you or make you smile or make you somewhat happy, then that's the absolute least I could do. So thank you so much, guys, genuinely, for all of the love today, for all of the subs. You guys were way, way, way too kind. I did not expect it. Once again, I know Rambo's not here, but I'm so very thankful for the raid. That was very sweet of him. And just genuinely, I am so very thankful for each and every one of you. And it's not even about the subs or anything, by the way. I hope you guys know that. Whether we got the subs we did to get today or we got a single sub, I would have been just as happy to spend my time with you. Yes, and most importantly, the most important thing from the stream to take away is the title. You are loved, absolutely every single one of you, no matter what you're going through, no matter how you're dealing with it, no matter how like insignificant it may seem in comparison to other people's problems, you are valid, and you are absolutely loved. And this goes, like, I know people say like, oh, you know, say trans rights, say you know, lesbian rights. That's absolutely just a given here. I hope you know that this is a judgment-free zone, and I absolutely love you all, regardless of what you identify as, regardless of the bounds of sexuality or who you are as a person. You are also very special to me, and even if some of the people in your life don't see that, and if they don't appreciate you, I appreciate you. I hope you know that the rest of the chat appreciates you, and it would absolutely break my heart if anything ever happened to a single one of you. So if I could be here as a distraction for, you know, a couple hours to get your mind off of things, then that's the least that I could do. But no more mushy stuff. We gotta burn stuff down. No, but genuinely, it's one of the favorite things about this is that this community goes way beyond me. It's like the interactions that I see you guys have with one another, whether it be on Twitter, whether it be on Discord, whether it be like with friends of mine. You guys are just such absolute sweethearts. And yeah. Like, this might be a little bit of a triggering topic, but like that's why it kind of in some aspects breaks my heart to see that like part of the so and so called stands could be so toxic on Twitter. And that's not just to Dream SMP, by the way. That's just in general. I feel like it gives the rest of you guys a bad rap because like 95% of you are such lovely people, and the 5% that's kind of like poopy kind of ruins it and just gives you a bad label. And I understand like both points on it. And it's sad that, like, you know, the loud minority in this situation is the one that's getting attention when you guys are so genuinely sweet and overwhelming. And anybody that I raid, you are just so genuinely nice and humble to, and you treat them exactly like you treat me with so much love. But it is heartbreaking, though, to see that some creators and some people are getting, like, attacked for like just completely small things, and I'm not talking about any specific situation here, but it's truly a sad situation to see, and I'm also I'm sorry that some of those crappier people for some reason are like people are thinking that it's representing you guys because you guys are so pure and sweet and this is the part of the internet that I love. And it's really sad to see that whole kind of viewpoint is just getting tarnished by people just being toxic and crappy because the end of the day is those people outside of stands, outside of Minecraft, outside of whatever community that they're a part of, at the end of the day, they're crappy people. And honestly, they're bullies. It's like school bullies that purposely look for something and some weakness and point out a flaw in a person or a mistake that somebody may have made, and they just attack over and over and over and over again and hope that they get a negative response out of it, and they realize, oh, it's working, let me bully them more. But unfortunately, the thing as well about the internet is sometimes people don't look into things more, so if somebody sees like a clip or something being said, they don't look into it more, and then it becomes like this mentality where they just immediately absorb anything they see. And that's not even just about like Minecraft or just Twitch. That's just the internet. The amount of people that see facts on the internet and then repeat it as if that makes it true is ridiculous. Is so stupidly ridiculous. And on my behalf, I can't speak for every single content creator, but this is a pretty generalized thing. Do not, on my behalf, any other content creator's behalf, treat another content creator or another person, whether it's a viewer, whether it's anybody else in this community, like trash. Do not insult them. Do not tell them to go kill themselves or feel like you have to be a warrior on anyone's behalf, because I promise you, whatever content creator you think you're doing it for does not appreciate it and does not like it and does not support it. No content creator wants somebody who's a quote-unquote like fan of their community to be spreading toxicity and hate to other content creators that they're most likely friends with. Like, you're not helping anybody, you're making the situation worse and more awkward, and you're making somebody else feel terribly bad about themselves for something that's probably small. Like, I absolutely love you guys to hecking death, and I appreciate that you guys love and care for me as much as I love and care for you guys, but like, please, no one ever do that on my behalf. Also, thank you so much for the 5, that's very sweet. But yeah, no, honestly, it's just, it's bad. It's bad. And like, the sad part is, it's about small things. Like, in the beginning, the quote-unquote cancel culture was good in the sense that it was over important serious issues, or people were being called out over important serious issues, and now it's almost become a little bit of like a meme and a game to like, oh, let's see who we can cancel somebody, or let's go dig up dirt from somebody from 10 years ago. I'm not the same person I was a year ago, let alone 10 years ago. And granted, obviously it depends on the severity of what the hell the thing is, but just in general speaking, if anybody was put in the limelight, any single person, anybody in chat, you're gonna find skeletons in anybody's closet. Nobody is perfect, and the thing is, at the end of the day, I stream at times like this when I'm having bad days to show you guys that content creators aren't perfect people. I do get sad. I do have bad days. I do have issues like everyone else. I'm not a perfect person. I try my very best to, you know, inflict, you know, positive thoughts and morals on you guys, and I try to be as respectful and responsible as I can with my platform, as any content creator should be. There comes you know, a certain amount of responsibility, and I completely understand that, and people that take advantage of that, yeah, they shouldn't be on this platform, but I am a human at the end of the day, and I could see how sometimes people get idolized and put on pedestals, and these people that you put on pedestals, as soon as they do something so minute and some minor screw up that anybody else would do in real life and people would completely not even think twice about, you cancel them. And you destroy the person that you held so dearly or looked up to over something so silly and small. And I'm not taking away from, I hope you realize, like, the point, like, the part of the cancel culture where it is serious and where you guys are doing a good thing. I'm not, like, justifying anybody doing, like, terrible acts or anything like that. And I'm not speaking on about any specific situation. But the fact that a lot of my friends are worried to, like, even just have opinions on, like, the smallest things because they're worried about getting canceled. And you realize not only is, like, this is like somebody's career. It's almost like worrying about getting bullied every day you go into school for just being you or just speaking up about you. Like, the beauty of the internet, when I started on the internet, was that it was like a free open space where you could share your opinions on something and, you know, agree to disagree and become educated and like make mistakes, obviously, you know, mistakes within reason, and you know, learn from it and you know, be comfortable. And it was like a judgment free zone. And it's just, I don't know what's happened in the past year, but it's just not that anymore. But the thing that's sad is that it's getting like labeled towards a certain audience, but that's not the case. That's just the internet in general. Because this does not apply to majority of like, or any of you, because you guys are just absolute sweethearts and you guys understand. But like, the fact that some content creators literally live in fear every day that like, oh, what if I slip up and just say something small or accidental and it comes off in a way that people twist and turn and I lose everything I absolutely work for. That's so sad. Like, and I don't know, like I don't want to get into specifics, but like the whole Tubbo situation yesterday, it broke my heart because Tubbo is so genuinely sweet, and the fact that he wants to get educated or something and have a mindset on something, or, you know, learn about something, or just take away an opinion, and everyone's like, no, 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 no. Like, then what is like, we're just all living in a bubble where we can't say anything at all? Like, yes, there is definitely limitations, and there are certain morals that go into certain, you know, like, there is expectations when you're a content creator and you have a responsibility for your platform. And if I ever said anything disgusting or over the top or did anything disgusting or like so morally off course, absolutely, please cancel me. But for people doing something small or asking a question, trying to get knowledge or something, and trying to educate themselves to be a better person, or just ask, that's different. Like, and the fact that like a 15-year-old girl today, Crumb, who is the literal sweetest person in the world, I honestly don't know how the internet hasn't tainted that poor girl because of how the internet's been. The fact that she was getting canceled and that she was trending in the United States over something so incredibly small, liking a tweet that was a joke. Like, and the thing though is like, I love the power that this community has when it's used in the right aspect, but the fact that there are so many other bigger issues going on in the world, and that we can get somebody trending over the stupidest thing, like the littlest thing in the world, is just mind blown. And if people are canceling Crumb, then you could literally cancel anybody, because Crumb is an angel. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm not defending people that have done, like, you know, terrible things, and I'm not defending the part of cancel culture where it's positive and you're calling out people who are absolutely shitty human beings and have done disgusting things and taken advantage of their fan base or whatever the case may be. But like, there has to become a limitation now. Like, it's almost becoming some sort of weird sick game on the internet now of like looking through people's past or looking for something so teeny weeny to cancel people over. And at the end of the day, we're just people. Like, this was something I wanted to talk about earlier, but I got thrown into an Among Us game, and I don't want this to reflect on, like, any of you to think that, like, I'm talking directly to you. But I feel so bad for friends of mine that literally live in fear of, like, almost just being a normal person, that they're, like, have to be so robotic on stream because they're worried about anything that they might say coming out of their mouth. Or people might clip it out of context or spin it or whatever the case may be. Like, why can't the internet just be like a loving, welcoming place again? There's always been, like, you know, shitty people on the internet, but the fact that there's like banding together to get mad over nothing when there's so much terrible stuff in the world to genuinely be upset about. Like, I know we're in the middle of a global pandemic, but please pick up a hobby.